giant. I mean a giant. Welcome back to NC Bassin. You guys voted. You picked Lake Hickory. Lake Hickory was when actually High Rock Lake took the lead. So I'm probably going to have to go to High Rock Lake next week, but I can only fish till like 2 o'clock today, so I went to the closest one, Lake Hickory, and it was virtually a tie anyway, so I'm going to try Lake Hickory. Hopefully there's still some bass on beds. And I know there's bigger fish in here than Norman, and the shad spawn's going on, so they should be in these lights early in the morning and up on the rocky riprap banks. Hopefully I can get some on topwater. Got here early, so hopefully I can get some before the sun comes up, and then go sight fishing, but hopefully I can get some topwaters. The goal for today, catch five keeper bass. Usually I struggle here. I usually can catch some little spots, maybe a couple of big largemouths, but I never catch numbers. Hopefully I can catch 5 keepers at least, and usually catch 5 keepers here, at least a 12-pound bag or so, but see how it goes. Got to be caught. There we go. Oh my God, that was a 5 or 6 pounder. There we go. Fish on. Crankbait. And of course, I'll hook the little one. Right where I lost that big one. Fighting like a spot. Because he is a spot. What do you know? First fish of the day is a spot. I missed a giant on the spook. Tell somebody's uncaught him. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my best 5, so I'm gonna weigh them. 123 to start out with. God, that was cool. Stopped on this clay bank because I thought there might be some blueback herring spawning. Or temp 74. And look at that. Second cast. Little tiny spot. Like I'm Lake Norman catching spots. There he is. Look at that. I don't know if that's the same fish, but that was awesome. Missed him on the spook, threw a little swim bait out there and got him. And he's tiny. It looked bigger than that out there, but it feels like it on this rod, I guess. Every single one of these spots have been caught. It's crazy. They all have hook marks in their mouth. Which shows, guys, probably if every time we caught a spot, we killed it. You know, you're only allowed to kill 5 a day, but it would definitely help the fishery out. I mean, look how much of a problem spots have been in Hickory for like 4 or 5 years. And now they're already taking over. Obviously, they're causing a problem. Like Hickory used to have 25, 30-pound bags. Now it's rare to catch 20. Good. That's got to be a largemouth. Oh my, that's a toad. Quit jumping, fish. God, he's jumping. Stay down, fish. Stay down. Still trying to jump, even with it. With my rod in the water. Here he goes again. That is a toad. That is a big fish. And he's still jumping. Still jumping. Never stopped jumping. Oh, he's not even that big, but God, that was fun. I don't think I got that on that camera. Man, you know when it slurps it up, it's a largemouth. Woo! Largemouth, they're just wanting that slow pause. They're hitting it on the pause. That's why he didn't get off the hook. He should have. That might be my lake PB, guys. Woo! Maybe this lake ain't so bad. Hey, that'll help the total. That's why you throw topwaters. See this fish, blueback herring spawn, guys, usually you're gonna, he just got done spawning. They're usually gonna be spotted bass and spotted bass lakes, but there's largemouth that'll be after them too. Main lake points with clay banks. Blueback herring love clay banks. I don't know, he could have been eating bluegill for all I know, but that's a nice one there. Good. Giant. I mean a giant. Get my net over here. I had a piece of grass on it and he still ate it. That's crazy. Oh my. Oh my, he went crazy right into the net. That's my Lake PB right there. Oh my. Lake Hickory, love it now. Oh my gosh. Look at that toad. Lake Hickory. Look at that, guys. About to get a weight on her. That's definitely my Lake PB. Oh, and I missed him. And just completely missed it. No, he's on there. The tiniest fish. You can never guess by this. I mean, you would have thought with the strike, that was a decent fish. Look at him. Thought he was a decent sized spot the way he hit it. Well, here's a little largemouth. It's like a Norman sized bass. There we go. I knew there'd be one on the isolated dock. I figure out what's going on my depth finder. And there goes my little Kitech. I mean, it's just out here on this whole line by itself. He's a big one. It's like I'm back on Lake Norman. Except there's still giant largemouth in here. For now. It's gotta be a steep winding bank. I like it. God, he about pulled the rod out of my hands. It's probably a largemouth since he's jumping. Maybe not. I mean, that's an actual decent fish though. Yep, it's a largemouth. Nothing like my two big fish, but there's a good one. Or a decent one at least. And they're actually hitting the crankbait. He's definitely been spawning. Look at his tail. He might be on the bed right now. That was pretty shallow. I doubt it though. I don't know, his whole fin's gone. He just got done spawning if he ain't on the bed. 4 fish so far and I'm at 11.28. That's a good day. God. No, eat it when you're not looking, guys. Oh, I love having braid better. Look, I can control this fish. It's the difference between mono and braid. That's not a bad fish. Man, I probably didn't get that strike on camera. I knew there was going to be one next to the slide, but I still looked away. Get a weight on him. He's our 5th keeper. 2-pounder right there, guys. On the popper. Skinny. I don't know if he's garden fry or not. It looks like he's healed up. Like he's been done spawning. Fun. God. I seen that bass on the bed. And I just seen his black tail, but I never seen him again. Threw in the wacky rig. He was already gone with it by the time I noticed. And he looked tiny in the water. I don't know if that was him or the female. I wasn't even sure if that was a fish on the bed. I thought he might just be cruising, but he's definitely on the bed. And he ate the wacky rig. Oh wow, he's like a 2-pounder. Oh, of course he swallowed it. I'll upgrade a little bit. Yeah, it's in the throat. 198. Nice little male bass. Well, there's a Lake Norman fish for you. Little tiny spot. Well guys, midday update. The bite slowed down, but I've just picked up the Cinco. I've already caught 2 fish. I think if I start finesse fishing, sun's out now. Got a couple clouds still rolling through, but I'm in the back of Snow Creek looking for beds. It's getting dirtier the further back I go, so I might have to look for coves that don't go far off the main lake to find clearer water. And it's more muddy down towards the dam than it is in the mid-lake. But I think I'm about to finesse fish, throw the jig, and the popper still works when it's sunny, so hopefully I can get a couple more on the popper. I've been trying to force the topwater, and it's got real slow. I threw a crankbait and the Cinco just a few times and actually got bit. So I'm probably going to slow down, finesse fish. Still got a few more hours of fish, see how it goes. There we go. Starting to wonder about the popper, guys. Nice one. Big spot. Guys, on this popper setup, I've been catching fish on poppers. It's a great post-spawn fry garter bait. Throwing on a 610 medium heavy so I can walk it better. And you guys gotta walk. If you're not walking them, you're just wasting your time. I mean, there's times when you could aggressively splash it, but just subtle pops. In a 610 rod, you're not trying to cast a mile with a popper. You're making short, accurate cast, even though he was out here on the rocks. But normally, you're throwing it up against stumps and near targets. I'm fishing it around cover. Normally, when it's like a rip wrap like this, I'm gonna throw a walking bait. But that's a strong little spot. He's gonna be a little bit of an upgrade. Cole. He's probably 2 pounds, but man, I thought he's like a 4-pounder the way he hit it. But as you can tell, he's been caught a few times. But yeah, that's my setup, 7.2 Casitas, and most importantly, braid to a mono leader. Just a short little mono leader to give it a little bit of stretch, and the braid will get hung up in the hooks a lot. If you have a little mono leader, just a tad bit of stretch. To hit it at the boat, you kind of want to use mono, but any other time braid, especially with that has size 2 big hooks on it. Unless you got tiny trebles, I'm gonna throw braid to a little tiny mono leader. A little bit of a headache there, he got it. Oh, that was a little bass that hit it. I thought maybe it was a little green sunfish that ate it. Coming in the popper, and I lost him. There's a little guy. I knew it'd be a spot if he hit the Ned rig. Spotted bass love the pole. Like isolated poles like that, they always have a spotted bass on it. They won't be close to the main lake, but they like to get near something. They don't want to be tight to cover, but they want to be just near something. Little bitty spot. He's a baby. How did a bluegill hit it that hard? Weeks ago, there have been bedding fish back here. Oh my God. Good, I seen him come out from underneath the pontoon and eat it. That might put me over 15 pounds. That was so cool, guys. I seen that fish swim out from under the pontoon, look at it, one more pop, and he ate it. Yes. Getting about time I gotta leave. That'd be a good way to end. I'm trying to come back here to sight fish. Well, that didn't make a difference. It was still awesome to watch him come out and eat it. So cool. He's skinny. He ain't that big. Well, guys, it's getting hot and I gotta go. But I had a fun day. 14.6 pounds. You can't beat that. I mean, that's nothing to a lot of you guys, especially Yak and Chain River guys. That's nothing in a lot of these lakes. But to me, that I fish Norman all the time, that's a lot. That's the best I've done this year. So I was happy with that. It should have been a lot more. The bite started off great. Actually, it started off kind of slow. The bite didn't really turn on until right when the sun came out, like right when you could barely see the sun. There was fog everywhere. When it was pitch black dark, I couldn't get any on my normal spots over here. I mean, I was still only here for like 45 minutes. I lost that big one. I probably overestimated it. When they get off, you know, you think they're huge. Now the wind's picking up now, but it was still like a 5-pounder. And I caught up almost 4 and a 5-pounder. You can't beat that. Then missed another one. Who knows? The big ones were biting this morning. Little spots and the big ones were biting. And then all the little males came out later. But still had a good day. This is probably the most fish I've ever caught out at Lake Hickory, and definitely the best day I've had. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.